Vaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, Chapter 69. Narada visits Krishna's palaces, text number 40. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Brahman Dharmasya Vaktaham Karta Tatanumodita Tachiksayan Lokam Imam Astita Putramakidaha Shri Bhagavan Vacha Brahman Dharmasya Vaktaham Karta Tat Anumodita Tat Shikshayan Lokam Imam Astita Putramakida Shri Bhagavan Vacha Brahman Dharmasya Vaktaham Karta Tat Anumodita Tat Shikshayan Lokam Imam Astita Putramakidaha Mataji's. Shri Bhagavan Vacha. The Supreme Lord said, Brahman, O Brahmana, Dharmasya, of religion, Vakta, the speaker, Aham, I, Karta, the executor, Tat, of it, Anumodita, the sanctioner, Tat, it, Siksayan, teaching. Lokam, to the world. Imam, in this. Astitaha, situated. Putra, O son. Makida, do not be disturbed. Translation: the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O Brahmana, I'm the speaker of religion, its performer and sanctioner. I observe religious principles to teach them to the world, my child, so do not be disturbed. Purport. Srila Jiva Goswami explains that Lord Krishna wanted to dispel Narada's distress, which the sage felt because he saw Lord Krishna worshipping the demigods and even Narada himself. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti explains Lord Krishna's feelings as follows. As I state in the Bhagavad Gita, Yad yat achrati shrishtas tatat evataru janaha. Whatever a great person does, ordinary people follow. Thus I bathe your feet today in order to help propagate the principles of religion. In the past, before I began my pastimes of directly teaching religious principles, you came and offered prayers to me after I had killed the Kesi demon. But I simply listened to your elaborate prayers and glorification and did nothing to honor you. Just remember this and consider. Do not think that you've committed an offense by allowing me to bathe your feet today and accept the water as holy remnants. Just as the son does not offend his father by touching him with his foot while sitting on the father's lap, so you should understand that in the same way. My son, you have not offended me. Om Jnanatimirandasya Gyanandana Salakaya Shakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sigaro Siyutapadakamalam Sigarun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sinha Dina Bandha Jagatpate Gopesa Gopi Kakanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneswari Visabhana Sutta Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. It is described that Lord Krishna is Bhuktaram Yagyatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suridam Sarvabhutanam Kshatvamam Santim Rachati. And those who understand Lord Krishna like that, like the supreme enjoyer, like the supreme controller of all abodes, and like the friend of all living beings, those will attain peace. So Narada Muni, naturally being a great devotee, was naturally humble. Because a great devotee is realizing that all ability that I have is simply a gift of the Supreme Lord. I cannot claim anything as my property. Because I appeared in this world utterly helpless. I wasn't able to do anything. But then somehow or other, by training, by education, by some talent, which somehow or other I had, but I could not claim as mine, a gift of Krishna. In that way, we became whatever we became in this world. Thus a devotee understands. I fully depend on Krishna, and it is by his arrangement that I am here now. Therefore, I must be grateful. Not only must I be grateful to Lord Krishna, but I'm also grateful to Lord Krishna's devotees, because they have provided so many things. Devarsi bhutaptaninam pitranam nakinkari naranjini sarajan sarvatmanam yasaranam saranyam guto makundam paryitya gartam. Normally, we are indebted to the Devas, because the Devas, they have supplied. They are the agents of the Supreme Lord, and they take care of universal affairs according to the instruction of the Supreme Lord and according to the plan of the Supreme Lord. Upholding principles of piety throughout the universe and rewarding such piety. And thus, the pious souls are being elevated, and the sinful souls are being degraded. And so, the order of the universe continues, and the demigods assist the Lord. Therefore, the demigods are worshipable, respectable, and thus, when Lord Krishna personally was respecting the demigods, what was wrong in that? And what to speak of Narada, Deva Rishi, the saintly person amongst the demigods. He worshipped Narada. Naturally, because after all, the saintly persons are being worshipped as representatives of the Supreme Lord. They're not accepting any worship on behalf of themselves. They're not taking any prominence on behalf of themselves. They are acting like the humble representative of Krishna. Just as we see Srila Prabhupada, right? Srila Prabhupada was such a great personality, but he would not claim any fame nor any qualifications. He would present himself as a humble servant and would always put either Krishna forward, Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or his spiritual master. Srila Prabhupada said, if you see any good qualities in me, then know them to be the reflection of my spiritual master. Just as the moon itself has no light of its own, but if you see any light in the moon, then you know it to be the reflection of the sun. So all good qualities you see in me, they are the reflection of my spiritual master. And he saw like that, because he saw that whatever I became by acting upon the order of my spiritual master. Yasyat prasada bhagavat prasada, yasyat prasada nagati gutopi. Without worshipping the spiritual master, one cannot attain gatopi, the ultimate goal in life. That's not possible. It is madbhakta puja vyadika, by serving the pure devotee, that we become purified and qualified. So Krishna was simply showing this to the world. And he used Narada as an example. And it wasn't a personal matter. He worshipped Narada as the representative of the Brahmanas, who are worshipable even by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because they are his direct and bona fide representatives. So this culture is very much required, this culture of worship. Of course, it is upon every individual to be a transparent via media. Trivikram Maharaj, one of Srila Prabhupada's very early sannyas disciples, he said once Srila Prabhupada came down the stairs, and at the bottom of the stairs did a little pirouette, a little circle, dance. And then he said, "My spiritual master made me a diamond." So a diamond is not obstructing light, but whatever light comes through that diamond, the diamond reflects it in all directions. And in this way, faithfully repeating transcendental knowledge as one has heard. It is through hearing from the spiritual master. It is by hearing transcendental knowledge and then repeating that transcendental knowledge in one's own words. To put that transcendental knowledge in practice and then to realize that transcendental knowledge. This is the mystery of parampara. Parampara is about receiving bona fide knowledge. But not only orally receiving, but then taking that knowledge and putting it into practice in one's life. It's there where the problem comes. It's there where we are lacking. We hear ritualistically, yes. Yes, the ritual. We like ritual. Just easy. Sit down in the ritual and sleep and get the Asirvad. It's like sleeping becoming wealthy. But we see in the market, the businessmen are not sleeping. They are awake. They're looking for opportunities. Where to invest, where are customers. Yes, always looking. Knocking on doors. Spiritual life is not any different. Every aspect of life, whatever you want to attain, you have to do something for it. It said even the lion has to hunt. He's the king. He's the king of the entire forest. Who can fight with the lion? No one. So he can sleep all day. Yeah. It said, but the deers are not running into the mouth of the sleeping lion. Deers are just walking in? No. The deers are very quiet when the lion is in the forest. There are no deers here. That's right. There are no deers in this forest. The deers are very sure. The deers stay out of the way. So even a lion has to hunt. Therefore, nothing in spiritual life is automatic. Nothing. There is no such thing as automatic pilot. Just be here and go along, go with the flow, and everything is fine. No. Everyone individually has responsibility to be exceptional. Everyone individually has to make a special effort. Ordinary is not enough. Again, Prabhupada said, when you want to buy diamonds, then you have to pay the price. Don't expect them to be cheap. You want diamonds? Yes, cheap and best, I'll give you. Sure. Yeah. No, for real diamond you have to pay. So, if we want the topmost and the very best, it is available in this movement. Because a pure devotee, Srila Prabhupada started this movement in the modern world. And he did not compromise. Not one moment in his life. Never. Never. He just simply, on every occasion, the best. And nothing but the best for Krishna. That's it. So this spirit is what is required. This spirit of doing something special. Everyone has an opportunity to do something special. And that is spiritual life. It is the special effort that purchases Krishna. Krishna says, liberation, yes, yes, you want? I'll give you. Mukti dadate. I will give you. Take it. You don't want liberation? No, you're sure? It's very convenient. No more birth and death, no suffering in the material world. Mukti, nice thing, moksha. Many people they want. You go around in Bombay, you ask who wants moksha. People say, yes, yes, I'll take it. So, we'll give it here if you want. In Chopati, you can get it easily. We will give you. You want mukti? Yes, come and take. You want? Yes? Yes, yes? Or you don't want? You don't want. Or you want it? You want? Anybody wants? Huh? What? Huh? कोई लोग हैं यहाँ पर? मेरे कान में माथी है इसलिए तो. So what to do? Not so enthusiastic for liberation. No. Some shaking their heads. Then what you want? Bhakti. Krishna says, Mukti dadati bhakti na karichit. Mukti I will give you. Bhakti I don't have. I don't have. Sorry. You go away. I only have mukti today. That's all. No, no, Krishna. No. What are you keeping behind your back? Behind my back? Kuch nahi. But we all know Krishna, he can lie with such a sweet face. You never know. So, even if he says like that, kuch nahi, don't believe. Something is there. Bhakti is there, behind his back. He will not give it unless you do something special. That's the price. Some endeavor, some special endeavor has to be made. That is bhakti. Narada was special. No doubt. At 5 years of age, very young, his mother died. Narada, instead of staying there and crying like a normal 5-year-old would have done, he had received instructions of great saintly personalities and therefore went to the forest and sat down under a tree and meditating according to their directions. And because of his great endeavor, his very sincere endeavor, he got the mercy of the Lord. At one point, the boy got the darshan of the Lord. So, his life was successful. He was meditating. He saw the form of the Lord. Then he opened his eyes and there was the Lord. But next moment the Lord disappeared. Then he was only 5 years old and just became emotionally disturbed and angry. And then Krishna reappeared. But told him, he said, my dear Narada, this life you will not see me any further. Now you must continue in this process for further purification. And when you faithfully continue for a lifetime, then at the end of life you will see me again. So we can see how Krishna reciprocated with the young boy. How he was reciprocating with his sincerity, how he was somehow or other responding to his surrender. Ye yatamam prapadyanti tam stataiva bhajamyaham. So that surrender is needed. Otherwise, no. We cannot go forward. And then he appeared before him and disappeared, because Krishna wants everything. Krishna is not only looking what we have surrendered. Oh Krishna, I've surrendered so much. Yeah, last year I gave 10,000.
Ten I gave, plus 1 rupee. No, I gave it from my pocket. Yes, and how much was in your bank account? And that's private. I'm very sorry. Yes. But for Krishna there is nothing private. Because everything belongs to Krishna. And we give what we can. So Krishna sees what we are holding back. And therefore Krishna will make arrangements for further purification. Even if we have done so much. Krishna wants everything, complete surrender. 100% surrender. Srila Prabhupada was giving this lecture. 100% surrender. If you really want to attain perfection in spiritual life, you have to become a pure devotee. Not be compromised with personal desire. No hidden desires. On the Nirjal Ekadasi, not that we take bath in the river and drink underwater. All day, everyone could see I did not drink a drop. Nothing. You have seen. You were with me all day. Not one drop I took. I drank half the river. What to do? So, like this. No cheating. Cheating will not do. Who are we cheating? We're cheating ourselves. But what to do when you are a habitual cheater? Who never spoke a lie? The one who raised his hand is a liar. Yes, what to do? We are cheaters. It is very deeply rooted within us. Very deeply ingrained. Not just from this life. Even that innocent little child is also a cheater. Not as innocent as it looks. Because that child was also a pakka 400 beast in last life. What to say? Then everything forgotten, then again come back and be innocent child. Oh, little darling. He puts his hand in your pocket if you don't watch. Yes. What to say? The material desires, they stay with us life after life. Life after life. The same mind travels with us life after life. And the same desires are stored there. Forgotten the desires from last life, but pushing us from the subconscious. Very strongly pushing us. So again and again, this material desire is very strong. How can I overcome it? By taking shelter. By desiring to overcome it. We will never overcome it if we don't want to overcome it. But how can we desire to overcome it? By associating with those who have only one desire, to serve Krishna. By serving those, our desire becomes purified. When the desire is strong, it can be done. This chanting is so difficult. Want a tissue? It's so difficult. Swamiji, I want to chant, but it is so difficult. Why is it so difficult? Because we don't desire it. Because we don't desire the benefit from the chanting. Yes, from this chanting you get love of God. Yes. I love Him very much. Too much. No, really. Yes. Oh, Krishna. Yes. We love Him very much. No. It has to show that we are making full sacrifice, everything. Just look at Prabhupada. Everything he gave up, everything. Old age, troubling himself, traveling all over the world. No money, still pushing on, somehow or other. No money to print, but still trying to print. No money to travel, but somehow or other begging passage on a ship. In America, no place to stay, but staying in the Bowery. It's a dump. 26th 2nd Avenue, you can go. And we go to Matchless Gift Storefront. And we're very happy to be in that holy place. But the neighborhood, it's not Mumbai, you know. I mean, it's that part of New York is not a very fancy part of New York. So Prabhupada performed austerity, so many austerities, for the sake of bringing others to Krishna consciousness. What are we ready to do? What is our sacrifice? Or is it just, are we coming for the sabji, the puri and the halwa? Why are we actually here? It's very tasty. That's good. That's nice. But what to do about all the conditioned souls in the material world? So in this way, Narada was such a personality who takes on voluntarily so much hardship, who, although at one point he received a spiritual body, but he didn't stay in the spiritual world, who travels throughout the material world. So, when we get the chance to go back to Godhead, will you go? I say, yes, why not? And then come back to the material world. No, thank you very much, it's okay. I guess I'll just stay here. Yeah. But Narada Muni is just traveling throughout the material world to benefit other living beings. That's his only concern, somehow or other, how to benefit other living beings. That's his meditation, day and night, how to benefit other living beings. Prabhupada's same meditation, day and night, how to benefit other living beings. What is our meditation? What are we doing to benefit other living beings? That we have to think about. Oh yes, we can distribute books, we can do many things to somehow or other bring Krishna consciousness to other people. And if we do, then we get credit with Krishna. If we do service to push forward this movement, then we get credit with Krishna. It is about the sacrifice, making a sacrifice for Krishna, making a sacrifice for Krishna's work. That is why Narada Muni was being worshipped. Not just because he was a Brahmana. Oh yes, the Brahmanas are worshipable. But Narada is more worshipable. Because Narada is Paradukadukhi. He is full of compassion for the sinful living beings of this world. And he makes endless arrangements for their deliverance. So that is our purpose. That is the meaning of our life. That is what we are meant to do. That is what Prabhupada did with difficulty in the war. He started Back to Godhead magazine in 1944 with great difficulty. There was no paper. Paper was rationed. It was all rationed to the army. No one could get paper. So the printer said, sorry, we can't print your magazine because there's no paper. Prabhupada said, there must be paper. He said, yes, there is paper, but it's all reserved for the army, all reserved for the war. So Prabhupada went to a big army officer. And the army officer said, sir, we are very sorry, but we cannot give you any paper because all the paper is used for the purpose of the war. Prabhupada said, yes, that's why I must have paper. Yes, because my paper is for the purpose of the war. Because my paper will end the war. And he convinced the officer. And he got the paper. And he printed Back to Godhead magazine. 1944. That edition. With so much trouble. And there is an article in there. And it's called The Frenzy of Love and the Frenzy of Hate. And Prabhupada says, yes, the love for the country. The love for the country creates the hate for the other country. So therefore the frenzy of love creates the frenzy of hate. Frenzy means a fanatic state. The fanatic state of love. Jai Hind, Jai Hind, Jai Hind, Jai Hind. Pakistan, Pakistan. We can see how it works. How one thing leads to the other. Yes. So Prabhupada wrote this article. The fanatic state of love leading to the fanatic state of hate. The frenzy of love and the frenzy of hate. And how ultimately, why are we loving one and not another? Oh, come here, my little child, my son, sit on daddy's lap. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that horrible child of the neighbors, go away. Get out. Yeah. Gucci, good. Yeah. Monster. Yeah. Why? Why only own child and horrible child of the neighbors? No, all children, every living being. All children are our children. All people are our brothers and sisters. The whole world, Rakhi Bandhan, yes? Everybody. Everybody. Everybody's well-being is our interest. And why is it so? Because we desire to be devotees of Krishna. And Krishna, He is Suridam Sarvadainam. He is the well-wisher of all living beings. So then, a devotee of Krishna, Govindam Adipurusham Jai Hind. Hind, yes, but other countries, no. Sorry, only Hindustan. No. The entire world. Srila Prabhupada was known as Jagat Guru. The entire universe. Delivering the entire universe. Srila Prabhupada actually said about his spiritual master that his spiritual master was in another universe again preaching this Krishna consciousness. Some have said the same. I remember that in the 80s, early 80s, maybe 1980, Trivikram Maharaj again, he gave a lecture, and Trivikram Maharaj said, lately, in the lecture, he says, lately I've been having some doubts. And everyone is, what is this? You know what I mean? The Swami is now going to publicly confess that he's been having some doubts. So we're all looking. Some doubts? He says, yes, lately I'm having some doubts. I'm having some doubts whether Prabhupada went back to Godhead. And everyone's like, oh my God. Oh no. How can he say such an offensive thing? Oh no. He says, yes, because lately I'm thinking that maybe Prabhupada went to another universe to deliver all the conditioned souls there. We heard it for the first time in 1980 and we were shocked. Now of course we think like that. Yes, of course. And in this way it continues. So much to do. So many conditioned souls. And we are still young. So let us use our energy and make a contribution. Because Krishna, he holds those devotees that preach his message as most dear, as Priya Kritama. And that is what we're seeing. That is why Narada Muni is being worshipped by Krishna personally. And we follow Krishna and worship Narada and follow in the footsteps of Narada Muni in trying to deliver the conditioned souls from their sinful ways. Okay, any questions, any comments? Microphone to Anawala. He always has a question. He was waiting. Yes.
Thank you, Maharaj, for a very nice class. Maharaj, you are speaking about total surrender.
Total. I'm speaking about total surrender. Total.
So, Maharaj, I'm a little bit frank and straightforward with you.
He's going to be frank and straightforward.
Maharaj.
Not too frank. We're in a public forum.
Maharaj, I'm watching you from last so many years.
Achha.
In the beginning time when I was watching you giving your Bhagavatam classes, and now I'm seeing you giving Bhagavatam class, I'm just watching and seeing and making a note was that the enthusiasm and the spirit of sincerity and enthusiasm is almost on the same level what it was before.
Almost on the same level as what it was before. You got the point.
So it's
gone down.
So Maharaj, I wanted to know that as and when the age increases of a devotee and the bodily inconveniences also comes up into the life, at that time, what is the secret that a devotee has to keep in his mind to maintain that type of enthusiasm and not at all compromising his Krishna consciousness? Because Krishna wants full surrender. And if we don't give full surrender, we might not get the benefit of this human form of life. So on one side, our bodily inconvenience will cause problems. Other side, we don't want to compromise our Krishna consciousness. So I wanted to know that what is the secret that a devotee has to maintain in his life so that it doesn't compromise his Krishna consciousness, although the bodily inconvenience comes in his life.
Drink lots of water. It is said in the scriptures, Mukha Bahura Padaja, that the Varna Ashram system, that from the mouth of the Lord, the Brahmanas are manifesting. From the arms of the Lord, I said the Brahmanas, but also the sannyasis also manifest. They're representing the head of the Lord. The vanaprasthas are representing the arms of the Lord. The grihastas are representing the waist of the Lord. And the brahmacharis are representing the legs of the Lord. So the legs means the brahmacharis, they have to do all the running around. So the brahmacharis, in the course of preaching, they run around. They go here, there, everywhere. The sannyasis are the head. They are generally older. They are meant to think deeply and give the vision. So it is like that. Our dedication stays the same, but our role changes over time. A young man is meant to use all his energy and do so many things with his energy. An old man will preserve his energy, right? But he is meant to be very deep and thoughtful. And in this way, the old man will give very condensed instructions. And that is his role. His role is to teach, is to speak. His role is not to run around left and right. That's brahmachari's business. So with age something changes, surely. We are not this body. Even Srila Prabhupada at the very end became ill, and Tamal Krishna Maharaj took him on one last trip to the West, and Prabhupada is in the Bhaktivedanta manner. And before, during the kirtan, he used to play on the gong. Now he was not playing on the gong, but he was moving his finger. And as he was moving his finger, each time his finger went up, devotees jumped to the ceiling. Because the potency, the sacrifice that Prabhupada was making was just, as he was getting older and weaker, he continued to make sacrifice. And that's what purchased people. That's what purchased people. So it's the ongoing spirit of sacrifice. It's not physically that necessarily we do the same as the years go on. That will not be possible physically to do the same in old age. Although sometimes one can transcend old age, and Krishna may empower. Prabhupada danced in London in 1973 in front of Ratha Yatra. He didn't go on the cart, although they thought, okay, they had everything arranged for Prabhupada to go on the cart. He didn't. He danced, full of energy. So that eagerness must be there. The same eagerness, not the same energy, the same eagerness. The eagerness, in fact, must increase. It shouldn't be the same, it should be increased eagerness. Increased.
How to get that eagerness and maintain that eagerness, and it increases day by day.
Serve the Vaishnavas, you get Vasudeva Kataruchi, you get taste for hearing about Krishna. Then Jiva Goswami says, then you hear Pibata Bhagavatam Rasam Alayam, then you hear the Bhagavatam and you keep on hearing it, and you hear and hear and hear and chant, and in that way that eagerness will grow. Because isn't Krishna all attractive? So if we find out more about Krishna, we'll become attracted. Then our eagerness will increase. So it's not complicated. It's just a matter of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam every day, more and more. Deep into the Bhagavatam, deeper. Before we go blind, we'd better read now. Well, that's easy. Hearing, chanting, serving, like that. Okay, other question. One last question, then you get Orissa dance. Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you for your wonderful class, Maharaj. As you made a point that automatically progressing in Krishna consciousness is a myth.
Is a myth. A myth. I don't know if you used the word myth, but
yeah, that in that sense you were telling that automatically progress will not happen in Krishna consciousness. We need to make some special effort. But living entity is like one of the nature of living entity is that he wants to set up in the beginning some motion for him or for its progress, and once it want to continue on the same way, so that effort can be avoided or trouble can be avoided. So is it wrong that if we set up some motion for our progress, and then see our progress in a path of devotional service, or we need to continuously make effort?
Srila Prabhupada also mentioned that everyone makes advancement in this movement. So it's not that just by being in this movement we're not making advancement, rather everyone is making advancement. Even the one who's sleeping in the brahmachari ashram right now is making advancement. He's sleeping in the brahmachari ashram. So everyone is making advancement. However, different degrees of advancement. And if we really want to attract the mercy of Krishna and go back to Godhead, then better we take no chances, take no risk. Of course, we're making advancement, and of course, we need a shelter. By nature, the living being is always depending on asraya, on shelter. We always need some shelter. Yes. So, therefore, we create a shelter, a spiritual shelter, an ashram. So, therefore, we are in an ashram, a place where there is ample of hearing and chanting and worshipping of the deity and the Vaishnavas and so on, where many others rise early in the morning. All that kind of things offer us shelter. So we need that shelter that helps us to maintain. So we're not against maintaining what we have already developed and learned. Yes, secure it, but then from that secure position, still we must do something special. If you want special mercy, and I don't know about you, I have a feeling that I need special mercy. Maybe you don't, but I do. I definitely need special mercy. So if you have any special mercy, bring. Give. Anything. You've been around so many years now, you must have something. If you have something, you give some special mercy. He's always in deficit, he needs from me. I think he has something, he's hiding it. Have to share. Yes, so we all need special mercy, and I think this is the healthy mood, to think I need some special mercy, and if you want special mercy, must be willing to do something special to get it. You know, just think, well, you know, I'm here, I'm doing pretty good. That is also something, especially over the years. I mean, I saw one devotee after over 40 years wrote a Vyasa Puja offering, and in the offering he wrote to Srila Prabhupada, he wrote, "This year, Srila Prabhupada, I have nothing special to say. I didn't do anything special. I didn't distribute many books, I didn't make any devotees, I didn't really do anything special. The only thing I can say, Srila Prabhupada, is I'm still here." That's also something. If after 40 years you're still here, that's also something. But, okay, let's stay and let's try and do something special. And that's what we see in Prabhupada. Up to the very end, he did something special. So, let that be our spirit. 9:30 has come and the time to end. So thank you very much. Hope to meet you again sometime later. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.